I often find myself saying that success is a prepared for event. It's not something that happens by accident. If you're going to an important match and you want to make sure that at that competition you're able to present your best performance and achieve the best results you can, in our sport, it's critically important that you get through that competition with zero malfunctions. Any kind of malfunction that you have during the match will cost you real points. In fact, at the higher levels of shooting, unless your equipment is running flawlessly, chances are you won't be competitive. On many stages, a jam of just 1 or 2 seconds can cost you 20 or 30 points, and no one is shooting well enough to be able to dump that many points again and again. You have to make sure your equipment is running perfectly. And it starts away from the match, it starts away from the range. Make sure that you maintain your equipment. Make sure you don't compromise with the equipment's performance while you're training. A lot of people set up their guns and they shoot and they have one malfunction in 500 rounds and they say, well, that seems to be working okay. I haven't cleaned my gun in 1,000 rounds. The one malfunction I see here is not likely to happen in the match when I'm cleaning every 200 rounds. Well, anytime you find yourself saying something like that, be aware that you're compromising your preparation. And if there's one thing that's always present at matches, it's Murphy's Law. Things that can go wrong will go wrong. If your gun can jam, if your magazines can jam, the bigger the match, the more important the stage, the more likely it is that they'll happen. That's just unfortunately the way it is. You have to do everything you can do to make sure your equipment is running perfectly. Change the springs that wear out on time. Change them before they fail you in competition. Make sure your gun is well maintained. Make sure you control the various parts in the gun that can wear and can be damaged. Check to see that your extractor is not chipped or damaged in any way and it's unlikely to break. Make sure your springs are in good condition. Make sure your magazines are well maintained. Magazine springs and followers wear out. They get damaged, they get old. These are components that you should look to replace before they fail you in a match. The more preparation you do, the better you'll be able to perform. And remember, no failure, not even one, is acceptable. If you're training and you have a malfunction, make sure you can pinpoint exactly what the reason was. Usually it'll be a bad round if you're not checking your ammo closely enough before practice. That's okay. If the gun jammed because of a high primer, you can see that. You can say, all right, in the match, that won't happen because I'll be controlling my ammo. But don't accept any unexplained malfunctions, not even one, because those are the ones that'll bite you in the match. You have to have your gun, you have to have your magazines running perfectly for match day.